Hey guys, welcome back to another JavaScript programming tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be going over another one of the basic programming concepts, and it's just if-else statements. So what I'm going to do is actually go over to here, and if you're programming in basically any other language, then you should know what if-else statements are, since they're like a core building block of basically anything. So as usual, just going to create an index.html, link in a script.js, and then we will just close that, create a new file, script.js, and yeah, I'm just going to be explaining how to use these if-else statements. So first thing, I'm going to go over to here, go here, and open up the console, and you can see I've actually made it a bit bigger so it's easier for you guys to see what's happening. So if-else statements in JavaScript are actually really simple. They're basically just like if, and then your condition, and then brackets, and then you see it's giving me a error because I haven't actually put anything in there. So let's just give ourselves a condition. Let's just say something like let number is equal to 1, and then let's just say if number is equal to 1, then we'll console.log the number is 1. So first thing you should notice is I've actually used a double equal sign. So the double equal sign works pretty similar in JavaScript does in other languages, but JavaScript is a little bit weird. For example, sometimes there's some weird check-ins. If you see a number is of type int here, so you'd assume, if we just delete this, you'd assume if we tested if number was the string, if number is equal to string 1, let's just print, not print, console.log, let's just say something like 1 is equal to 1, and you can see it actually prints that, which is clearly telling us that JavaScript thinks that 1 is equal to 1 but as a string. So that's the kind of weird equality things that JavaScript has, and it's just like can be quite annoying, especially if you're mixing around data types, and it can also be really difficult to debug, which is why JavaScript actually has another operator which you basically don't find anywhere else, and it's actually called the triple equal sign. So let me just console.log true in here. So right now we're getting true, right, because JavaScript thinks that 1 as an int is equal to 1 as a string. If we add a triple equal sign, you can see that just doesn't happen, because this triple equal sign basically also checks the type. So triple equal sign checks type as well as value. So that's important to know. And then you also have your other stuff, like you have else, and this is just going to happen if this is not true. Let's just put in here false, and now you can see this is false. And then of course you have else if. So go in here, and then we can just say if else if number is triple equal to 1, and we say true as an int. And yeah, if we save this, we can see that it actually goes over to here. So the triple equal sign actually worked, and it gave us the int one rather than the string one. So yeah, that was basically it. Apart from that, it's pretty much the same as all other languages. You have the if, else if, and else. And then I might as well just cover switch statements here, because they're basically the same thing but just more concise. So let's say we had a bunch of if statements. If number is equal to 1, let's console.log the number is 1, and let me just copy and paste this a bunch of times. We can even add some else ifs just to make it a bit cleaner. So else if number is 2, else if number is 3, else if number is 4, and then we will just replace all of these, and you can see the number is 1 because it just went here. So this might be something you're doing, like some kind of checking. It's obviously not going to be this, because this is like really bad, but this is just an example, and you could actually simplify this using a switch statement. So if you just type in switch and then number, and then what you can do is you can do case 1, and then not print log, and then you can just do the same thing here. And yeah, you can just do this for a bunch of cases, and you also need to make sure you have a default case, which you just don't do anything. So the default case is basically like your else statement, and then inside of this you can just have a bunch of these. So yeah, I basically just covered switch statements as well, because they are basically if statements, but just a bit more cleaner. So let me just add that in, and I'll just demonstrate case 2, case 3, 1, 2, 3, and you can see it's actually gone here, and the reason it's done that is because I forgot to break once we've finished executing. So now you can see it repeats it twice because it does it here and then does it here. So yeah, thanks for watching, and that was basically if else statements and switch statements. See you guys in a future tutorial. Bye.